EA Games.
Challenge everything.
Hello everyone, Treecks here, and welcome to the Let's Play of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. My second Harry Potter game Let's Play, you might say. It is once again going to be of the second version that released, not the original PlayStation and PC release, but the one that actually released later on the GameCube, PlayStation 2 and the Xbox. And that is once again going to be the one I'm playing. If I'm not mistaken, we're going to be viewing a cutscene first.
If Harry Potter goes back to Hogwarts, he will be in mortal danger.
Ron, look. Wait for me! Come on, Ron. Hurry! Ron!
Yeah, indeed, I was correct. It was a cutscene. It does not show any in-game footage, but still, it does kind of show what we can actually expect. Harry Potter is going to return to Hogwarts for a second year of learning to become a proper wizard. It was already a pretty big adventure the first year he was there, but it is not going to get any less. In fact, it is only going to get worse. An even bigger adventure is waiting for him this time. Just like with the first game, I must admit I did not actually own the original version of this game.
If Harry Potter
And
goes back to Hogwarts,
I don't think we want to watch this cutscene again, so... But like I was trying to say, I actually do not own the original release of this game. This game actually was made twice, you might say. Like I explained before the cutscene. And once again, this is going to be of the second version of that game. I will be playing it on the GameCube version, but the PlayStation 2 and the Xbox release of Chamber of Secrets is of course going to be the same. Just saying, this is going to be the GameCube version. Unlike last time, I actually do not plan on doing a 100% Let's Play of this game. Collecting all of the wizard cards we actually did in the first game already, and they're going to be pretty much the same in the second game, so... But more about that later. Otherwise, we are still going to enjoy this game. The first thing we need to explore is of course the main menu. All of our options are pretty limited, but of course not exclusive to just starting the game. New game is of course what we're going to pick if we start our adventure. This is where we actually begin the game. Of course what I'll be using in a minute as well. Continue we use in order to continue our adventure the moment we actually have started a new game. And the other two options we're going to go over before starting this project, like always. First up, options itself. Inverting the Y-axis, of course, for both the flying controls and the camera controls. Play around with this if you'd like. In the end, it actually does not really matter which one you pick. It is usually all about what you are used to. I will keep flying controls on normal. And camera control I will actually keep on reverse. Rumble feature I will keep on. Same deal with the subtitles. Just remember, both of them are an option to actually shut off. And we can also play around with the balance of the sounds, both the music and the sound effects. I think default is good enough, because why not? That actually only leaves this final option, Game Boy Advance link. I must admit, I was not aware that there was also a Game Boy Advance release of this second version of the Chamber of Secrets, but apparently there is. And I must also admit, I actually do not own the Game Boy Advance version. It's not like when I actually found out years ago, oh, apparently you can link to the Game Boy Advance, that I immediately rushed to the store and bought that one as well. No, not even too sure if it actually works on the emulator. Probably will, but not something I'm going to be able to cover. Oh, and even then we're going to be thrown into the cutscene if we don't move our cursor. Interesting to know. I thought I was safe in the main menu, but... well, in that case, let's go get started then. Otherwise, we're just going to be watching introduction cutscenes. Harry Potter, Adventure number 2. After learning what happened to his parents and the reveal of Voldemort as his enemy, let's go see how Harry's second year at Hogwarts is going to be. Looks like we're going to be starting at the Burrow, the house of the Weasley family. Hedwig is already here. Now we arrive as well. Crash!
Welcome to the Burrow, Harry.
Yeah, and who's going to fix that? Not me. Definitely not me.
Did any of you ever give a thought of how worried I'd be?
But...
Bed's empty, no note, car gone. Could have crashed.
Mum,
Out of my mind with worry. Did you care? Never. As long as I've lived.
Mum...
Now get outside and start denoming. I've had it up to here with all of you. Except you, of course, Harry. I'm not cross with you.
You ready to do a bit of denoming then, Harry? Well, I'm not sure, Ron. I've been with the Dursleys so much this summer, I'm a little rusty.
Yeah, you should never actually live with muggles. You actually forget what you've all learned in a year. But we do still have our Flipendo by the looks of it.
Dad got the machine from Gamble and James, so we could test the power of our spells.
Don't worry about getting the shield to the top, Potter. Once you learn some second-year magic, you'll be able to ring the bell.
We'll see about that. Okay, I guess you're right.
Harry, hit the glass jar. We need to get on with the denoming.
Oh, we need to hit the glass jar. This one, apparently. Ready, aim, fire. And that was all we needed to do.
That was truly smashing, Harry.
When you're ready, we'll meet you in the barn.
It was a simple reintroduction to our Flipendo. Now, the icon in the corner of the screen is your Remember All. We can actually access this at any time by pressing the Z button. When it appears, it means you have a new task. Let's go check it out now. This also returns from the first game, our Remember All. Actually shows our complete inventory, but also our to-do list. Still one more mission to do. Next screen is our quests. Currently only the Folio Magi is going to be active of this one. Even though it is going to be completely empty, of course. The map of all the locations we are currently at can actually view. In this case, of course, the Burrow. And it seems that was it. Currently equipped with only one spell. The Flipendo we actually get by default in this game. Which is nice. Would be weird if Harry actually forgot about everything in summer. Let's go continue. Let's go see what we need to do.
There are gnomes everywhere. Ugh.
Look, they're up in the rafters. Okay, Harry, target the little pests and flipendo them off the rafter.
Also getting reacquainted with targeting. Actually pressing the L button in order to target a specific enemy. Apparently we can also hit the bags for some beans. These actually return from the first game, as you may know. They are the currency at Fred and George's shop whenever actually at Hogwarts.
Target and flipendo
Actually
the
return in
gnome.
this game. It's nice that we're able to pick those up, but of course also need to take care of this mission. Wait for these guys to stop. Eventually they will. Oh, and even then you still miss them. Come on. Perhaps I just need to spam my Flipendo.
Dad's got one.
Eventually I'll hit them, or I'll actually destroy the bags over there.
That was pretty good, Harry. We've got the little pests on the run.
They're heading for the garden.
We'll meet you out in the barnyard.
Oh, life is so simple whenever you don't have any gnomes in your yard all the time. Looky what we have here. Wizard cards. Like I explained, I'm not going to be going for every single one of them, but I will
Number
try
3,
to get as
Elfrida
many as I
Clown.
can. I'm pretty sure some of them are actually exclusive to the Game Boy Advance trading, so getting all 101 is not going to be possible without Game Boy Advance link. Therefore I've actually decided not to go for all of them per se. But of course I will try to get a whole lot of them. There's still a reward for getting these cards, of course. Here in the barn we can actually find the first two.
Number 1.
Card number 1
Merlin.
and card number 3. Just remember, whenever you collect 10 of them, you're going to be able to increase your health bar.
Harry, we'd like you to meet our washing machine.
Huh?
Dad tried charming it.
Now it's anything but charming.
This is a good opportunity to practice some dueling.
Dueling?
And watch out when the washing machine opens its door.
And keep moving around it and cast for Pendo when the door is open.
Oh, our first battle in the game. That's also nice to test out this early in the game. A simple, enchanted washing machine. We just need to use Flipendo on it in order to hurt it. It's of course the only spell we have, but just need to wait until it actually opens up. Then it's actually vulnerable. Just keep on spamming Flipendo, it will actually force it to open the door. Then we'll actually be able to hurt it the moment it actually opens up. Just keep on moving, because as you can see, we'll also charge. Easily avoid it. Oh! Me and my big mouth again. Okay, there we go. First boss defeated, hell yeah!
That sorted it, Harry. I'd love to see that in Aunt Petunia's kitchen.
You look like you need a chocolate frog. Here you go.
You'd have to knock the frog out before you can catch it.
Right, let's go throw some gnomes.
We'll meet you in the garden when you're ready, Harry.
That is going to be the next mission. Also remember the use of the chocolate frogs, indeed. They're able to heal you, but you're not able to pick them up if they're bouncing around. First you need to hit them. But I will simply continue. An interesting new mechanic is introduced here that we're going to be using more often during this game.
We need to get a move on with the de-gnoming. Mum will go mad if she finds any gnomes left in the garden. Look,
There's one over there.
what you have to do is flipendo them until they're dazed and confused, then you grab hold of them and spin them round. And chuck them out of the garden.
Wow, I've got to try this.
Be my guest.
And remember, flipendo the gnome, pick it up, spin it round and chuck it over the low wall.
I bet you can't throw a gnome as far as Fred did.
Or hit any of the targets in the fields over there.
Yeah, this is indeed very fun to do. Something we'll be doing in challenges more often during this game. Gnome throwing. We actually knock down the gnomes, pick them up with A. Then we actually find ourselves a good spot. And then we start hurling them. Watch the arrow in order to indicate its direction. Not quite the way I wanted to go, but hey, it's also been a while for me, so need to get used to this again. Both the distance and the direction were very poorly on my first attempt, at least. Let's go try this again. Try to hit the targets over there.
Right
Oh,
on
nice.
target.
Number 8, Derwent Shrimpling.
Did not remember this actually gave us a magic card, but apparently it does. Also actually beat Fred's record, so nice. I'm pretty sure that's actually what gave you the magic card. Not hitting the scarecrow or the haystack. I think it's beating the record that will actually give you the magic card.
That was a wicked throw.
There's an enemy health bar at the bottom right, as you can see. That actually indicates how many times we need to throw gnomes over the fence. Come on. Sometimes actually knocking these guys over is the most annoying thing to do. Not per se the throwing. Let's see if I can also still hit the haystack over there. I've already hit the scarecrow, so...
Right
Yeah.
on target.
Did not actually beat my record, but it does look funny. Also does not seem to actually get yourself a reward. It also seemed like something that deserved at least a wizard card. But no. Need to throw 2 more of these, I think. Yeah, I've got plenty of experience with this. I'm used to throwing around Bowser in Super Mario 64, but still. This is somewhat similar. Even though we don't actually have to rotate the control stick here. It also makes it very different. Bounce, bounce, bounce.
Excellent.
Excellent.
It's late, boys. Time for bed. Big day tomorrow. Diagon Alley, then platform 9 3/4. For someone who's never de-gnomed before, you've done an excellent job, Harry. almost as good as Gilderoy Lockhart himself.
Thanks, Mrs. Weasley.
I think you deserve a chocolate frog.
Oh, another one. When you have completed all of your tasks for one day, you will be given the option to end the day in your Rememberall. At this point you can continue to explore the world, or you can decide to end the day and then the next day's adventure can begin. Also returning from the first game, as you may remember. This is actually all divided in day and night system. We do a certain couple of missions, and at some point we can explore, finding wizard cards in chests, for instance.
Number 59, Gregory the Smarmy.
All guys we know from the first game, so not per se that interesting, but still. That is stuff we can do. And in order to advance the story, we actually need to go into our Rememberall, and from there end the day. Now that will actually work like this. Ending the day is the only thing we can still do.
Mrs. Weasley woke them all early the following Wednesday. She took a flower pot off the kitchen mantelpiece and everyone grabbed a handful of Floo powder. Harry had never travelled by Floo powder before, and when he scattered the powder into the fireplace, he immediately swallowed a lot of hot ash.
Diagon Alley!
It felt as though he was being sucked down a giant plug hole. Harry tried to keep his eyes open, but the whirling made him feel sick. He closed his eyes, wishing it would stop, and then he fell.
And therefore our little trip towards Diagon Alley is not going to go the way it was planned to go. We are going to be ending up in an unexpected place. Still in the vicinity of Diagon Alley, but not quite at Diagon Alley. Our adventure begins. Yeah, traveling by Floo powders. Not as easy as it sounds, Harry. I guess you're going to find out the hard way. Let's go try to figure out where we've actually ended up. Looks ominous, this place. Looks like a fun little place for a dark wizard. Something we are not actually planning on becoming, so... What do we have in here? A bean? That is something you wouldn't expect in a place like this. Ah, shut up, you. If I'm supposed to be scared of you, it's not really working. Oh, this is actually the first instance of a save game scroll. Whenever we want to save our game, we actually need to tap into these little babies. There's no save system in the main menu this time around. We can only save at these save scrolls in this game. Remember that. No main menu saving in this game. But don't worry, there's actually plenty of these things in the game, so it's not going to matter a whole lot. Once we're done finding beans, we can actually try to figure out how to move on in here. This is going to be a pumpkin pasty. Unfortunately, Harry does not actually mention all of the food he finds in this game anymore, so... Whoa! Oh yeah, apparently we need to sneak over here. Gently press the control stick, and then Harry won't start running, but actually start sneaking. It seems that is actually required in order to get near to this little thing. And that way this thing actually won't notice us, and we're going to be able to sneak past. But anyway, let's go actually try to continue now. And that we actually do by interacting with this thing over here. A cutscene will play. Oh, and somebody will enter the store. Oh, it's Draco.
It's Lucius and Draco Malfoy.
Touch nothing, Draco. Ah, Mr. Borgin.
Mr. Malfoy, what a pleasure to see you again.
The Ministry of Magic is conducting more raids, and I have a few more items like this at home that might embarrass me.
Items that you are willing to sell?
Correct. I'll expect you tomorrow at the manor to pick them up. Good day.
Good day, Mr. Malfoy.
Open sesame, I guess. Well, our way out of here actually opened up, so we're going to be able to escape this place. Actually try to figure out where we've ended up. Not the place where a young, promising student of Wizardry actually wants to end up. However, it seems this area is also already a dead end. I wonder what we need to do. Perhaps the book that Mr. Malfoy actually left behind is going to be able to help us. Remember how we actually learned spells in the first game? Guess what? Works the same in this game. We're able to pick up this book and get our second spell. Just Flipendo is not good enough. We need more. We have gained a new spell, Lumos. You can assign it to the B, Y or X button by simply pressing the button now. Spells or equipment can also be assigned in the inventory screen of your Remember-all. Remember that. Let's go put it on the B button. And that way we're able to actually use light. A returning spell from the first game. Lumos is a way to actually cast some light on our wand, like this. We are able to charge it, that way it will actually last longer. And this way we're not just able to see in the dark, but we're also able to see secrets, like at this wall. This wall is indeed a secret. Just light it, and we can interact with it. And we can finally escape this dark, ominous shop.